That's not a good one. I need the second take. Hold on. I'll try. Okay, wait. Shoot. It doesn't work. It made sense in my head. I was trying to do like Edward running by. Like light speed or whatever. But that wouldn't make sense as a freaking intro. Dang it. That's a bad idea. Do you have any good ideas? I haven't had any good ideas for a while. Shoot me.
Just do the Edward running thing. It would be so stupid that people would enjoy it.
Well, maybe we should just keep going then and say that was our intro.
No, you gotta redo it.
Okay, good, fine. Meow! Oh, dang, I think that audio spiked. Dang it, I can't be too loud. My mic like distorts everything. Okay, try again. That was Edward, by the way. Welcome to Twilight Noobs. I am your host, co-host, and superior mind reader being Eric.
I'm Jason.
And he is lame. You don't want to listen to him as much as me. I'm just kidding. It's been a while since we've recorded. It feels like a little bit longer than normal. I feel like it's been exactly 7 days and 12 hours or so since we've last recorded. Usually it's only 7 days. We're pretty in tune with ourselves, but I had to delay our game and our services. Anyway, I'm done talking.
All right.
I think I'm at like, it's like nighttime for me, and it's like your morning. I don't know.
Yeah,
you're like fresh and awake, and I'm over here like sleeping. This is bad. I shouldn't be talking as much. You should definitely be talking more than me.
This is I don't know. People might like to hear your voice.
Really?
I don't
all
know.
Groggy and just all like.
I know. I hate it. I think it's the worst sounding thing I've ever heard. But some people out there might like it.
That does not surprise me. There's a cat scratching my back. So the cat, you know how cats like to claw things like trees or whatever? So my chair is like his tree that he likes to like shove his claws into. So he basically just comes up behind me and just starts nailing me with his claws. One time he like climbed up the back of the desk and used my shoulder as part of the, like not the desk, the chair. And like he used my shoulder to keep climbing up, and just like there's these massive claw marks in my shoulder for no reason. Because
what's your take on declawing? Like, is that like a big no-no?
I don't care for it. I would just assume that a cat will defend itself. They're not just going to harm other people, for a purpose. They know that they know what they're for. They're for hunting.
Yeah,
And they don't just like whip them out for no reason at all. Like they're not like a dog. A dog just like, he can't control his claws or whatever, but a cat can. Yeah. So like if a cat needs to teach a lesson to a dog or something, then I feel like you should give that cat the ability to defend itself.
Yeah, speaking of which, like, I'm still really I don't understand vampires' teeth, because they got to be able to retract them or something, because no one sees their teeth at school and is like, wait, why do you have like fangs? You know what I mean? But they haven't really talked about that.
Yeah, has she even described his fangs yet at all?
Like,
if they exist in this world?
I have no idea. They've said teeth before,
and she says crooked smile a lot,
or his teeth are perfect, or his like smile is perfect, or something. But they've never gone over fangs.
Yeah, no canines that are like extraordinarily deep and long.
Yeah, so that I don't know. They haven't answered that question at all.
They probably won't ever get into it, just because it's like, it's not part of the story. She's not here to get into the lore of vampires. She's here to talking about interspecies love.
Yeah, that's true.
There was something super pervy in this chapter. I don't remember what it was.
Really?
Maybe we'll get to it when we start rereading again. Yeah, it was super weird. I think it had to do something with like the age differences. What was it?
Oh, it might have been. Are you talking about like the mom?
I think that's what it was. How she considers herself a mom, even though Edward's older than her.
Yeah, something like that.
That might have been it. Maybe it's not pervy, but it was just like, wait, what?
Yeah, it was just different. I don't know.
Yeah. What are the names of the chapters, anyways? The first one's the game.
The game, and then 18 is the hunt.
Which one is the game? The hunt or the game? Never mind.
What?
Yeah, sorry. I think I am about to fall asleep.
You just hear snoring just like randomly.
Yeah. Make sure you keep me involved, man. This is going to be tough to get through. I'm just kidding. I'm wide awake.
All right. Do we have any reviews, comments this week?
We do. Apparently, Lily Lasagna. No, wait. Lily Lasagna. Lily Lasagna.
Yep, that's the correct way to say it.
Lasagna. Lily, she didn't really quite give us she did. She gave us a 5-star review for the podcast. And she also gave us a small little book review, too. She's got her own opinion. I believe she's read it more than 10 times before. Maybe the books and the movies combined. She's participated in a lot. Anyways. But she says, I love this, and I listened to them all in one day. That's pretty much just sums up her 5-star review. That's all we need to know.
All in one day?
That's like, what, 5 hours of listening?
That's like more than that.
That's like a whole work day. Hopefully it was on her speakers and she's in an office and everybody else listened to it and she didn't get fired, but she got a $50 raise per hour because that's what this podcast does. It is magical. But yeah, right I am, Ken. And then we got a couple of comments on our Facebook page, if I do say so myself. We got, let's see, we got Shayla or Shalila. Sorry. Something? I'm terrible with names. Loving y'all's podcast. Another y'aller, dude. We got some of those south. The southern. People from the south. I don't know what the accent is to say south. South. There, we got some southern. There it is. Southern living. Loving y'all's podcast. You two are so funny and hilarious. By the way, Esme is pronounced. Oh, she even gives us the pronunciation for Esme.
Nice.
Like Esme. Oh, wait, maybe it's Esme.
Esme.
No. If it were Esme, she would have put EZ, dummy.
No, it's
Esme. No. It's Esme. Esme lol. She knows what she's talking about. She said lol.
Esme.
You can't deny the law. Yep. And then we got Stefan without a V. He comes in. Probably a 5-star review, I'm not going to lie. He says, I read all 4 as they came out, and I'm 35 and straight. Lol.
Good for you, dude. Good for you.
I know, right?
All right.
Attaboy.
Well,
and that's about it. Unless there was something else. There might have been something else. I don't remember.
Well, sweet. If you guys want a shout out on the podcast, make sure to leave a review over on iTunes or just, I don't know. We appreciate the corrections and I don't know, your journey through the Twilight series, I guess. So thank you.
Exactly.
All right, let's get rolling.
Let's get the ball tumbling down this hill.
So we start off chapter 17. Wow, I can't believe how far we are in this book. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, we're almost done, and we're just finally getting to like an actual plot thicket.
Yeah, we're actually getting to it. It's I don't know, it's crazy.
We've been stirring this pancake batter, and it's finally lost all of its potential, but we're getting there, we're finally getting there.
The chocolate chips have finally been added to the mix, you know what I mean?
I don't even know if it's that. You know how like you're not supposed to stir some things for too long, otherwise it like loses its bubbles or something. I don't know what it's called.
It becomes flat. It doesn't shape well.
This book has lost its bubbles, man. That's all I gotta say. Comment of the day. Things Eric says.
That's a good metaphor. All right.
His book lost its bubbles, man.
All right, so 17, the game. Let's go. It starts off with...
Let's go.
It starts off with... So Edward is driving Bella home, which I was so confused about at first because I was like, didn't the last chapter end with them being like, hey, we want to play baseball? You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, we're going to get right into the game. You know what I mean? Like,
That's true.
Gonna go...
I totally started reading this chapter and I was lost. I was like, wait, what's going on? Because it like kind of just jumped into it. Like, oh, guess what? Surprise, Jacob's here.
Well, yeah, I know. It was like the most, like, I felt like I missed a chapter.
Abrupt.
I went back. Yep. I read back. I was like, wait, I missed something because all of a sudden Edward's taking Bella home. Like, what?
I didn't even look back. I look back right now. It's America's pastime. That was the last line of the thing. So we're talking about baseball.
I feel
and
like
all of a sudden it's just like, we're home and guess what? Oh, there's Jacob.
I felt like there should have been like a transition, like, Edward is taking me home so that way I can get like clothes for the game or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like something like because it's so random. Like I was like, what? But so yeah, so they Edward's taking her home. As they're arriving back to the house, they see a black car in the driveway. and Edward is apparently not really happy about it. He's like, wait, he's just like, so
he starts mumbling some like diabolic like mutters or whatever. He's just like, definitely not what he's doing. It's like some monk. Edward just turns into some little monk. Oh,
he's praying to the vampire gods, dude. Give me some blood tonight.
Give me the good stuff.
So they see Jacob and Billy just chilling, waiting to get inside the house, basically.
Who's Billy?
Billy's Jacob's dad. He's the one in the wheelchair.
Oh. Sorry, I thought we were coming up with other nicknames for people.
No.
Wait, what?
Maybe I should say William or something. I don't know. But
nah, Billy Bob.
So they're like, so Edward says, this is crossing the line. And then, so...
What line, though? Like, what line is it? Like, he doesn't have anything... Like, what's stopping... How do I say this? Dang, it's so late. Oh my gosh. Okay,
maybe they're not supposed to go over here?
But why?
Remember they have like a line that they're not supposed to
cross
into each other's territories? Yeah.
But do the vampires have a territory?
I thought they do. But the problem is...
I don't think it is like that. I think it's only one way. Like, they're not allowed into the Indians' territory, but the Indians can go wherever they want.
Maybe. But this is my problem with this, though. I don't understand why Edward's not happy about this, because...
Yeah, me too.
Last time, when Bella was like, oh, I talked to Jacob, you know what I mean? Or Jacob and Billy came over. Like, she's told Edward this before, and he didn't seem like he really cared much about it. Like, he didn't care.
He just kind of like went along with it. He's like, oh, what'd they say this time? Oh, big deal.
Yeah, he didn't really care. But this time, he's like, this is crossing the line. Not happy about it. So Bella's like, let me handle this. So Bella goes out of the car, and Edward's like, get them inside so I can leave. I'll be back around dusk. So Bella's like, hey, let's go inside the house. Let's talk. You know, all that good stuff.
On. She said dusk?
Edward said dusk.
He said, oh, that explains it. I was like, dude, who says dusk nowadays? Nobody. Most kids don't even know what a dusk is. Right. He's like 300 years old. He would say dusk.
He would.
Moving on.
Oh, 300. He was born in 1900 something, one or something.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Nah, debatable.
Well, someone will correct you, because I know I'm right.
Dang it. I thought he was way older than that. Maybe it's Carlisle is way older than that.
Carlisle was like 16 something, dude.
Okay.
It's insane.
That's it. My bad.
So yeah, they go inside the house, and Bella's like, hey, Billy. Hi, Jacob. Hope you haven't been waiting long. And then this is when...
Weak small talk.
Yeah, it's kind of like just like awkward talk, because they clearly saw Bella with Edward, and Billy's like, you realize this guy's a vampire, right? Like, you know? So, Billy's like...
say that.
Yeah, he doesn't say it, but he knows. He knows what's going on.
They just don't say it actually. They don't say it between themselves. Like, hey, you're messing with a vampire. And she's like, I know. Don't get out of my life, Dad.
Okay. They don't say that either, but...
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what they're trying to say between themselves, like, mentally. Yeah. That's the tone of the air around them.
So... he's like, Jacob, go and get that picture of Rebecca in the trunk, which I don't know who the heck Rebecca is. I don't think I've ever heard Rebecca's name.
True. Who the heck is Rebecca? Why the heck would he be carrying a picture, and why would Chuck want to see a picture of her?
I don't know who the heck Rebecca is. So that was like really confusing to me. I don't know who the heck Rebecca is.
Must be like, it's Bella's real mom.
No, but it's Renee.
No, you have no idea. Stephanie Meyer just dropped a bomb on us, dude.
You think that this is like a crazy like Easter egg?
Yeah. This is like the golden goose Easter egg. Like, this is... No one's seen this before.
What the heck is a golden goose Easter egg?
Because you can't have a golden goose and an Easter egg at the same time, man. The odds of that are just outrageous. They're astronomical. But if you have a golden goose's Easter egg, dude.
Wow. There's so much I didn't know about.
Pictures of Rebecca out of the car. Like, what's the point? Why would Billy want to... why would he bring that up? And
I don't.
Obviously, Jacob knows. Obviously, he knows something about... they're related. It's a Luke Skywalker and... what's-her-face situation.
Leia?
They're twins. She's a werewolf.
Do you need to go to bed?
What is it, like 11:30? Yeah, probably.
You're talking nonsense. Okay. Well, I know why Billy Goat and tells him to go.
Wait, Billy Goat?
That's not what I... Wow, dude.
Billy Goat. That's his new name, dude. Billy Goat Gruff.
I know why.
I'm sorry.
I know why he sends Jacob to the truck. Like, I know why, because he wants to
he's
get
just
rid of
diverting
him,
attention,
so that way
so
he can talk to Bella alone. And then how he's like, "Oh, I must have left it at home." He didn't actually he never brought it in the first place. He was just trying to get
a diversion.
to talk to Bella. So
I'm not dumb.
Bella here, she's kind of on point right here, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like, she starts like whipping some sass, dude. She goes.
Yeah, she puts her hand on her hip, bends her knee, starts shaking her finger back and forth. Said, "That's none of your business."
No, backhand to the face, boy.
Boy, disrespecting of the elders, boy. Literally, the tribe. She's disrespecting the tribe, man.
She says Charlie won't be home for a while, and he says, "Actually, like, I kind of want to talk to you a little bit." And he says, "Maybe it's not my business, but I don't think that it's such a good idea for you to, like, hang out with Edward." And she's like, "You're right. It's none of your business." And it was like, ooh, like, she comes at it like every time. She's like, he's like, "Oh, that's true. You seem well informed about the Colons, more informed than I expected." And she's like, "I stared him down. Maybe even better informed than you are." Like, she's just like sassing it up with Billy.
Yeah, she is being a grade A. What's a good word to describe this lady?
B?
Sassafras?
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna keep saying sassy because that's the most synonymous word for what we're going for, I believe.
But she's being like, it's pretty intense.
She's very alpha female. She's very dominant right now. She is defending her territory and her property.
Yeah. She might get MVP these chapters, man. Like, she's sassing it up, but
no way. MVP? Really?
I don't know. She's in the running though. She's in the running. That's for sure this time.
Okay, we'll see.
So Jacob's like, "Oh, there wasn't anything in the trunk," and so Billy's like, "All right, must have forgot it." And then, "Are we leaving already?" And they're like,
he's like, "Yep."
Oh, he does bring Charlie,
like the fish.
Yeah, he brings Charlie the fish. He brings him like his favorite meal from like a restaurant or something like that.
That's
which
so
is really nice.
Stupid.
It's pretty nice, but
dude, I wouldn't appreciate that if you just stopped by my house and left me like some smelly old fish. Like, "Oh, it's your favorite."
Yeah, but
it
like
a
Charlie's
sandwich
favorite.
too. Was it a sandwich?
I don't know if it's a sandwich. I don't remember what it is specifically. Right. I think it's just a fish.
Either way, it's kind of like, "I brought you a fish."
Yeah, but it's his favorite, dude. If someone like brings me my favorite food, like, whatever.
Okay, what's your favorite food?
My favorite fast food would be Taco Bell. If someone just brought me Taco Bell, are you kidding me?
Dude, I had a Crunchwrap and 3 loaded Chipotle chicken grillers today. I was like, pretty good. I appreciated the Taco Bells.
Taco Bell's good.
But no, like actual like meal. Like if you wanted to have something at a restaurant, like a real restaurant, what would you order? What would you get?
A burger?
That's it, just a burger? Nothing like some fancy, like, I don't know, African bear burger or something? Wait, are there bears in Africa? Don't answer that.
African bear burger?
I'm trying to think of some exotic meat. Because isn't this fish kind of like hard to find, I would imagine?
All right, I'm looking that up. African bear.
African bears. Don't do it, dude. You're going to embarrass me.
There's an
There might-
Atlas bear. Wait, hold on. The names Atlas bear and African bear have been applied to an extinct population or populations of the brown bear in North Africa. So you're on something.
What?
You are onto something.
North Africa has bears?
Apparently.
How north are we talking? Because Northern Africa is like Egypt and like the desert.
But it says has been applied to an extinct population of the brown bear in North Africa. So it's probably not there anymore.
That's probably why they're not. Yeah, because it's desert.
Atlas bear or African bear? Dude, we just learned something. All right. That's cool. Anyways.
We're learning facts on the Jason and Eric show.
You got that right.
You're welcome.
All right. So Billy leaves, and then so she like changes. She's trying to find an outfit, and then there's a phone call, and guess who's on the phone? Jessica.
Oh, I forgot about that. I was gonna say her mom. Dude, we haven't heard of like an email or anything from her mom.
The mom is
for a
not
long time.
The mom's not important to the story whatsoever. It's just
yeah, just like Eric, they're both just like completely out. They've been brought up, they've been used and abused, and now they're out, flushed down the toilet, gone forever.
Yeah, no joke. They talk, and she's basically like telling her about the dance, and Bella's not really like listening because Bella doesn't care about anyone else except for herself, you know. So
yeah.
And then Jessica's like, "Did you hear what I said?" She's like, "What?" And then she's like, "Mike kissed me.
Yay! Woo!
And it's like, "Go, Michael, boy."
Okay, we're done, man. It's not even cool. What are you trying to do? Trying to be me? It's not working, man. Only I can be awkward.
All right, but Charlie then arrives.
Me. Gosh.
And he finds his dinner that Billy left him. So sweet.
Sweet. You're more excited about it than Charlie, man. I'll tell you what.
I like my food, all right?
Yeah, okay.
So this is actually okay. We actually move on with like story. We actually like move on with like some plot in these chapters. So it's like honestly like these chapters were more entertaining to read because we actually like got stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't all lovey-lovey. It was just conflict and new things and progression. Yeah, new people. You got to develop the new characters a little bit. Yeah, it was more fun. It's like a normal book.
This is where this is actually kind of an important part because Bella actually finally tells Charlie about Edward. Like, I seriously didn't think she was going to. I thought she was just going to be like lie about it, just continuing to just play it off like it's nothing. So she's like, "Oh yeah, I was hanging out with Edward this afternoon or whatever. I was at the Collins," and he's like, drops his fork and he's like, "You were at their place?" And like, what were you doing there? And she's like, "Oh, I kind of had a date with Edward Cullen tonight, and he wanted me to introduce him to his parents."
And then with a thundering voice, he says, "You are going out with Edward Cullen?" I'm pretty sure he didn't say it like that. Why would he be mad? Doesn't make any sense.
He
why
thundered. Yeah, I don't know. But she's like, "I thought you liked the Cullens," and he's like, he's too old for you. Technically, yeah, but whatever.
Yeah, he didn't even know.
We're both juniors, and then he keeps saying Edwin. Like, he says it like 3 times, and it's like Bella totally corrects him each time. Like, you think he would get it by now, but I don't know.
But wait, he said Edward. You are going out with Edward Cullen. He said it right.
Yeah, he says Edward, and then he goes to Edwin like twice in a row. Like, it's so weird. Like, why does he switch? I don't know. It's really weird, but he seems pretty cool with it. Charlie seems to, he says, "Yeah, go, go
I know what
it
was. Some backstory on Charlie.
What?
When he was in high school, his best friend's name was Edwin. And it might be Edward because Edward's that old.
That would be a really interesting twist.
That would be kind of funny, huh? That'd be kind of weird. I think you'd recognize him, though, especially since he doesn't change.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, that didn't happen.
No, probably not. But
Chuck's just bad with names.
Dude, Bella was on a roll, and then here she ruins it. She says, okay, so Charlie's like, "You said last night that you weren't interested in any of the boys in town." but he picked up his fork again so I could see that the worst was over. Well, Edward doesn't live in town, Dad.
Oh, get wrecked.
It's like slap to the face, like, come on, Bella. Like, what a stupid thing to say. But
I don't know. I'd kind of give her some of those foghorns if I could. Like in the moment.
Dude, she's just like sass all day today. I don't know what's up with her. I don't know what is up with her today, but she's sassy.
She wants to go hang out and play baseball or watch baseball.
Yeah. So when's he coming over? Be here in a few minutes. So this is when Edward comes in and he's all like trying to be all like proper, you know, and respectful, you know? He's just like, oh, like Chief Swan. Like, oh.
Hello, top of the morning
to ya.
A cup of tea.
I would like to ask your daughter for her hand on a date this evening.
Yes, have you been informed that we are betrothed?
I will have her back home by 8 o'clock. Because
you have my word. Yeah, he's a little too formal.
He's really
formal,
not
at all. Was he formal? He just like sits down in the chair or whatever. He just kind of hangs out, winks at.
Yeah.
Didn't he wink at her or something? Because he was just like kind of going along with Chuck or something. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I didn't see him.
No, he winked behind Charlie's back at Bella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he's not that formal.
So yeah, he just says like, yeah, I'm gonna, we're gonna go and play baseball, and they pretty much just leave. He's just like, do you take care of my girl, all right? And he's like, of course, I promise that she'll be okay. So like Charlie, it seems like really cool about it.
Yeah, he's got no problem. Whatever.
He's like, all right, take her. I don't want her. You have her.
Have fun. Peace out. Then they get in their monster Jeep.
He gets in a Jeep.
I don't think we've even heard of.
No, it's Emmett's Jeep.
This comes out of nowhere.
Because they have to like go up some like rough terrain apparently to get to the place. True. So
got to go off roading.
They take off. They get to the place where they can't drive anymore. Like the train is just they're close. They just need to walk the rest of the way.
And then Edward says, "Saddle up," and then Bella hops on the back of Edward and just they take off. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I don't like the description though of how she said she couldn't like feel that they were moving. Like, have you ever stuck your head out of a window in a car? I mean, come on. There's going to be wind and stuff. She said, like, she could hear him breathing. And I was like, no, you couldn't. There's no way you could hear him breathing. This is crazy.
Yeah, I don't think she could hear him breathing either. I think it's really, I don't understand it, to be honest.
She heard wind. She for sure heard wind, and her gut was churning because of motion sickness. You still get motion sickness if you close your eyes. You actually don't get it if you keep your eyes open and watch the road. Like, come on. Don't you know what motion sickness is?
I couldn't close my eyes. I feel like I would have to keep them open just so I can like see what's going on.
Yeah. What's worse, going on a roller coaster with your eyes closed or open? I mean,
yeah, closed would be worse in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's more fun with them open, but it would just make everything weird. Like if you close your eyes, because all of a sudden you're just feeling all these G-forces on your body. You're gonna hurl. I don't know why she didn't hurl. I mean, she's going faster than a roller coaster probably, and going up and down. Stinking Stephanie Meyer ruining all the physics of our normal world. Dang it!
Oh man, but
ticks me off.
You get upset too easy.
I get upset over these little things. I don't know. I just don't like it. They're so inconsistent with what I know and how I interact with the world. I just don't like it. Sorry.
I can't control it, man. You're gonna have to deal with it, but
we just have to muscle through it and keep going. Sure,
yeah.
We're like reading this book, like these chapters page by page. By the way, this is gonna take a long time.
I know. I just realized that too. I was trying to get through it, but man, it's just like
there's just so much.
Anyways, so they get to the baseball field, and you see like there's what's his face? Carlisle's like setting up the bases, and she's like, "Whoa, those are really far apart." Like she's like really confused. Like she says the baseball field. It's not like a field. It's obviously just like an open field, But
yeah,
she says
massive.
it's like twice the size of a regular baseball field. And apparently,
she like mentions a quarter of a mile distance between like her and some of the people that were like setting up the place, I think.
Yeah, something
So it's
like
huge.
that. It's really big.
So it wouldn't make any sense for her to like try to listen to other people yell because she wouldn't be able to hear them at all.
Yeah. So Esme doesn't play. She's she's a referee because apparently they like to cheat and stuff. And so I had the quote here. So it says, "Do they like to cheat then?" And Esme's like, "Oh yes, you should hear the arguments they get into. Actually, I hope you don't. You would think they were raised by a pack of wolves." And I was like, is this supposed to be like a racist comment or something? like wolves aren't
Indians?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, because they're like, they know wolves. They obviously they know about werewolves. Like, so, like, is she saying this because like werewolves
She's
are
trying to
like,
say savages?
Yeah, like they're like they can't raise kids well or something. Like, I don't know.
I'll have you know, Indians can make babies not cry. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, like the Indians back in the day, not all the Indians, but some of the Indians, they teach the babies, like even infants, to be able to like hold in their tears and their crying. That way they wouldn't be in danger. Like they could just hide quietly, and then the baby would just be like hanging out, like, "Oh, I want milk, but I'm not gonna cry." Man. I don't know. It's pretty sweet. Respect, mad respect to the Indians.
This episode's gonna be long. All right. So, we finally, like, the whole family is here. So like Emmett's there and Rosalie's there. So like we actually like finally like see them. You know, like I don't know. It's interesting, but
she still doesn't talk to those. I don't think
she says a single word to
Jasper. What's Bella. Her name? Rosalie. Yeah,
Rosalie. Yeah, I don't think she says a single word to Bella.
But they're there and ready to defend her. Basically, that's the cool part about it.
This is the part where I think you're talking about, where it says, "You sound like my mom." She laughed too. "Well, I do think of them as my children in most ways. I can never get over my mothering instincts." And then we find out that Esme lost a child, and that's why she jumped off of a cliff. She didn't fall off of a cliff. Like Edward just told that story to Bella to be like protective or nice about it, you know? So she basically, you know, tried to commit suicide, and yeah, that's where this. It says here somewhere where Edward's like older, you know, technically, but I don't know. I think that she's just like older. She kind of like, I don't know. She obviously was ready to be a mother when she had the baby and she lost it. So I think she's fine.
Yeah, she must be like 20 years older than Edward for that to be acceptable to the public. Like for people to actually believe that she's his mom.
Yeah, she's got to like look a little somewhat older. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we find out why. We find out why they have to play during like thunderstorms and stuff, because it gets really loud. So the game starts.
They're like making sonic booms.
Yeah. They start, and Alice is the pitcher, and she throws the ball, and it's a strike. Apparently, if they don't hit the ball at all, it's just a strike no matter what. So the first time Jasper, Jasper's the catcher. I can't. Who's at bat right now? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember, but
the first person.
Yeah, I don't remember.
The crack of the impact was shattering.
I think it was
somehow.
Emmett. I think Emmett.
Esme. Alice stood straight. Jasper's hand.
Because Emmett was swinging an aluminum bat, so I'm assuming that Emmett's the one that.
Is that? Oh yeah, there you go. That's it. Yeah, I was like 3 paragraphs up.
So yeah, Emmett hits the ball, and Bella's like home run, and then Esme's like, wait.
And hold on a second.
And Edward just shows off and like totally catches the ball, like just it's beastly. So they keep playing, they keep going.
He's cheating.
There's a point where so Jasper, trying to avoid Edward's fielding, he hits a ground ball towards Carlisle. Carlisle ran into the ball and then raced Jasper to first base, and they collided. And the sound was like
run into
a crash or 2 massive falling boulders is what it's described. So apparently it's just insanely intense.
Just some bowling pins, just ping.
Yeah.
I can't do the bowling pin sound with my hand or my mouth.
They don't wear baseball gloves. They just like catch it with their hands. They do everything like that. And then we get
like it raw.
This is where it gets insanely crazy. We actually like it. All of a sudden, just like plot just goes nuts. Like everything just like all at one time. We just get hit because like it's so weird.
We've been waiting for.
We've been waiting for this, and that's the problem. Is like I felt like all of a sudden everything just happens at once, and I felt like it wasn't really casually like built up. Like it's I don't know. Her writing is weird to me. It's different, but.
All of a sudden, I guess maybe it isn't that weird now that I think about it. Like,
why is that?
Maybe she was trying to illustrate a love story that just slowly was progressing because there's a bit of mystery, and then she discovers the mystery. Like, there's a lot that has to happen before they can actually, like, you know, meet the family and everyone's comfortable with one another.
Yeah.
So maybe it did take that long for it to get to this point with a little bit of an excuse. But at the same time, you could have skipped over a lot of details, Stephanie. We didn't have to hear everything.
Yeah, I think it was a little too much, but then again, like it's supposed to be like more romance than anything, I feel like these books. So
yeah, I don't even know if it qualifies as romance, to be honest. I feel like it's just erotic imagery in some ways, you know? Like just kind of like I don't want to be harsh with my words, but it's just a little over the top of what, I don't know, kids should be reading. I don't know. I wouldn't really be into it. Like if, let's say a girlfriend of mine or my wife, I don't really care if Thais read this book. She watches the movies. She watched Harry Potter like every day for all of her life. I don't even care anymore. But I don't know. Like if if I knew my daughters were reading this and they were, you know, way too young, I'd kind of have problems with it because it's just like, I don't know. There's just too much passion. It's kind of like, you know, when you should be, how people express their feelings in public, you got to have a little bit of a limit, you know? Yeah. At least I feel you should have some kind of a limit. I mean, hugs or whatever, that's fine. Kissing's fine. But just like when you have these images just in your head the whole time, I don't know. I just feel like Stephanie Meyer just goes over the top with it. And it's not a romance. It's just kind of like a fantasy, you know, just like some kind of fantasy. And I don't like it.
And I think I don't enjoy it. I think that's why people like it, is because it is a fantasy. You know what I mean? It's not like supposed to be like this super insanely realistic thing. Like it's like,
and it's not.
Yeah, but so right. This is the part where this is oh man. Anyways, so Alice starts.
All right, strap yourselves in. Here we go.
Oh man, dude, get your seatbelt on. If, like I don't know if you're driving and you don't have your seatbelt on already.
Yeah, pull over,
what are you
blast,
doing?
Turn the speakers up, and just share the podcast with everybody at the same time and say it's getting good. No, it's not getting that. It's not that good.
Alice suddenly gasp. Oh.
Keep reading. I'll do all the sound effects.
Right. Alice? Esme's voice was tense. I didn't see. I couldn't tell, she whispered. All the others were gathered by this time. What is it, Alice? They were traveling much quicker than I thought. I can see I had the perspective wrong before.
Oh, no.
Jasper says, what changed? They heard us playing, and it changed their path.
What was that? I don't know. Let's go over
how soon will they be here? You know, Carlisle is wondering. Less than 5 minutes. They're running. They want to play. Dude, that line, though, is, like, pretty... I have to admit, that line is pretty sweet. Like,
wait. Hold. Did I miss something? What makes that line sweet?
Dude, less than 5 minutes, they're running. They want to play. Like, just like the way, like... I don't know. For some reason, like the way that I read it in my mind, it's just like they want to play. Like it's such like a movie line. Like you could just see the dramatic like face turn, you know. And they're like, she's just like they want to play. Like I don't know. I think it's. I don't know. I picture it differently, I guess. But
maybe the way you deliver the line is good, but the line itself is bad in my head. It's just like they want to play.
There's no question at the end of the want to play.
I know. That's how I'm interpreting it. It's just like, because it's like you hear the line and then I have to re-say it in my head like, wait, what? That's why they're running? They want to play baseball with strangers?
But it's not just playing, though. You know what I mean? It's like they want to play. Like they're wanting, like they're ready to hunt. Like they're ready to like fight. Like it's not like just like...
No, that's not what she's saying.
I know, but like... I don't know. I interpret it in many ways, that line. Like it's not like... It's not just
I can
like...
tell.
I know, dude. I'm like, I don't know.
I'm
ready for
interpreting
some
it as
action,
they
man.
want to play baseball. It's like, wait, okay, big deal.
Dude,
that
I'm
doesn't
ready.
sound dangerous or ominous at all.
I'm ready for some action, man. All right, so
I'll bring it on then.
so can you make it? And Carlisle's he's kind of looking towards like Bella and Edward, and he's like, no, not carrying Bella. And like if he ran off with Bella, like they would just go straight towards them. Like they wouldn't go towards the field and talk with them. Like there would be no reason. So there's 3 of them, and Emmett laughs at this. He's like, 3? That's it? You know, like,
Weak.
dude, Emmett's like a big dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like he can handle himself. So
Yeah, apparently.
I think they played this smart. How they do this. I think
They
it's
stick
wise
together.
for them just to continue to play the game, not to like change it up. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, they totally changed it up. They're not even going hard at all. They're just kind of hitting the ball that way everyone
Yeah.
can stay close.
but it'd be so suspect for them to stop playing. You know what I mean? Because then they knew that they were coming. So it's like,
Right.
I don't think they know each person's abilities. You know what I mean?
No.
So like you can't like just give up that information. Like, you know what I mean? Because if they stop playing, then obviously they know that one of them can either read the future or like can hear insanely well or smell insanely well or something. Like, so they continue to play, and then the others are coming now. And I think Edward's kind of regretting this. He says, "I'm sorry, Bella. It was stupid, irresponsible to expose you like this. I'm so sorry." And then Carlisle, Emmett, and the others turned in the same direction, hearing sounds of passage much too faint for my ears. And that's the end of chapter 17.
Took a while.
Man, we're getting like, yeah, it's just like all of a sudden it's insane, but oh man. So chapter 18, The Hunt. Man.
What?
We're like, man, that first chapter took us so long. Man, this like it's just crazy how like we get into plot, but
I know, right? Maybe we should divide this into just one chapter each. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah.
We'll let a second chapter out on Wednesday. Nah, just kidding.
Oh, you're funny. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go into it. Chapter 18, The Hunt. So
They come out, they emerge from the forest. They're here. Finally, 2 boys and a
Finally.
girl. Something's wrong with this world.
So we had one of our predictions right where we were trying to figure out where the plot was going with, and I'm pretty sure we mentioned like because like in I think it was like 2 chapters ago, Alice is like, oh, there's others and they'll be here, you know what I mean? And so
yeah.
we were thinking that maybe this is where the plot was going, but we weren't sure. And this is where they took it. So Stephanie Meyer definitely took it this way. So 3 people emerge, and there's a woman and 2 dudes.
They're kind of raggedy. They got leaves in their hair.
They
don't
don't wear
shoes.
shoes. Yeah.
PUBG players, for sure.
Yeah. That's actually that's funny actually.
Okay, good.
So
all the nerds out there, all the noobs.
Laurent, oh dang, I'm trying to find out where they see the names. Victoria. Oh geez, I just burped. Okay.
James.
James, Victoria, and Laurent, I think is how they say his name.
Yeah, probably.
He has like a little bit of a French accent apparently.
He does? Where does it say that?
I don't remember where it says it, but it says it.
Nah, you're making things up.
Oh, it says, okay, we thought we heard a game, he said, in a relaxed voice with the slightest of French accents.
Oh, dang it.
Yep.
Okay, fine.
I'm Laurent. These are Victoria and James. So, everyone's just, like, super on their toes right now. Like, because these vampires are not like them. These people are not vegans. They're not like the Colons at all. And they know this. So, like,
Yeah, they snickered about just having a snack on the way here or whatever. They're like, they just killed someone and ate them.
They said they had their meal in just outside of Seattle, and Bella's like, "Oh shoot!"
Yeah,
you know what I
like
mean?
her
Like,
first like actual fear, like holy crap, these people are real.
yeah, Bella definitely is just like scared stiff here in this.
Oh yeah,
place.
she's literally stiff.
Yeah,
she can't
she
even
is.
move.
Yeah, she is.
That was it's getting tense.
So so they said that they're finishing their game actually, and he said Carlisle invites them to go back to the house, and they can talk to them about kind of why they
Like how they live here.
Like, yeah, how they live here, because they said
they're in shock.
Yeah, they don't understand
like,
how can someone.
Because all vampires are just like constantly moving.
So yeah,
they're just little nomads everywhere because they can't stay in one spot. Because once they kill, they can't stick around. They gotta keep
going. So Carlisle says, "Please don't hunt in this area. This is our area, and we wanna lay low." And they say, of course. I don't know if I actually believe it though. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like
he seems reasonable.
This guy does seem reasonable, but the other two like don't talk at all, and that's kind of like what makes me like, on my
not
toes.
only are they not talking, what's her face has got like the shiftiest eyes of like possible. Like you couldn't imagine a person with shiftier eyes.
Yeah. She's probably
like
the
way
Rosalie.
She's described, at least.
I'm assuming she's like Rosalie, where she's just like intense. You know, like that's kind of how I picture it.
Dude, I picture someone else like creepy, like. What would be a good way to describe her? Like a laughing hyena, you know, just like constantly. Yeah. Maybe not that bad, but
that's pretty creepy. And
not a witch, but a vampire witch.
I'm not a witch. I'm your wife. They say something about how Bella says that their eyes aren't like that golden or brown or black or whatever. They have like, I think they said like they have red or something in their eyes. Like it's man, I really want to see where it says.
I'm looking for it. I don't see it either.
Oh, their eyes were different too. Not the gold or black I had come to expect, but a deep burgundy color that was disturbing and sinister.
Burgundy.
Okay, so they take off with Carlisle, Emmett, and Alice. No.
Did they take off?
No.
I don't think they took off.
Carlisle took the three of them with Esme, Rosalie, and Jasper back to the house, while Emmett and Alice, Edward, and Bella get into the Jeep and take off.
That's what they want to do.
Well, that's what happens.
That's the plan. And then that's when Bella says 3 things happen simultaneously.
Oh, yeah, that part.
My hair ruffled with the light breeze. Edward stiffened, and the second male, James, suddenly whipped it back and forth, his head around, scrutinizing me, his nostrils flaring. Okay, so that's the first thing that happened. Or wait, was that all 3 things that happened?
That was like all 3. I think that was all 3 of them.
Oh, shoot. There wasn't anything else that happened?
Well,
that was it?
Edward bared his teeth.
There was wind. Edward got stiff, and James whipped his head around. So that was... Okay, so those were the 3 things.
Like, they're about to go at it, basically. And then this is when they're confused about Bella. They're like, wait a second, what is this? You brought a snack? And they're like, she's with us. And they're like, but she's a human, you know? And like, because yeah, like it's so weird to them. But
yeah, and then we missed the part where they're like snarling at each other, like.
Okay, Voldemort.
Nah, dude, that's not even Voldemort. That's Edward. Apparently, he bared his teeth. Finally, like they were there.
That's what it said. Yeah, he bared his teeth,
and he was crouching too, like he was getting down, literally ready to pounce.
But they don't say bared his fangs. They don't say fangs,
True.
So we still don't know what's going on.
Just teeth.
So they say they're not going to harm the human girl. That's what so. I still don't.
But that can't be real.
Yeah, there's no way that's gonna happen. So they get into the Jeep, but the whole time, this is where you're right. Bella is just like in fear. Like she doesn't even know what to do. Like she's like freaking out. So Emmett straps her in because she can't even do it. Like she's just like it's just intense.
Like a wee little baby.
They take off, and everyone is just like freaking out. Everyone in the car is just like, what the heck do we do? Edward is just like, we got to get out of here. Like, we just got to go. Like, the speedometer says 105 miles an hour. Like, he's just going. And Bella's freaking out. Basically, she just says, like, turn around. We have to go. Like, I want to go home. And this is where Emmett and Alice and Edward are trying to figure out a plan. And Bella the whole time is just like, pull over, like, I want to go home. Like, just take me home.
Take me back.
Emmett has to...
this anymore. I'm done.
Emmett has to restrain her. He, like, holds her.
Yeah, because she's just, like, moving around everywhere. She's crazy.
Yeah, she's freaking out. Bella's concerned about Charlie, which I totally get. Like, that, I don't even know what you would do with that. Apparently they find out, Edward says that one of them is a tracker. So,
Edward knows that.
Edward was able
read
to
his mind or whatever.
Yeah, Edward read his mind, and basically, like, this guy's not going to give up on Bella. Like, he's going to track
that's
down
his
Bella.
one obsession. He was likes hunting.
That's all he wants to do is hunt, and so, like, he's going to stop at nothing to get Bella, basically. So, I think Emmett's right about this, where I think they should just fight the people and just kill them. Like,
exactly. He doesn't care at all. He's like, just get it over with. It sounds like fun.
Like, I think that, I think Alice should stay with Bella, and then Emmett and Edward should take off back to the house, and they should just team up and just gang up and kill him. Like, I feel like all of this planning and everything, like, you're gonna have to fight them eventually. Why not just do it when you're all together? Like, I don't know. I think all this planning is just for nothing. Like, they're gonna end up fighting anyways. I think it's just too much work,
right?
For what's
eventually
gonna happen.
What was it? 3 against 6.
6.
Got the 2 parents, and then Alice, Rosalie, Jasper, Emmett, Edward. Yep. So it's not 6, but whatever. I can't count.
2,
4, 6, 7. There you go.
7 against 3, and you have Emmett, dude. Like, just go.
Yeah, and we have a Hulk.
Yeah, we have a Hulk. It's the Avengers here, dude. Just take them. Just go.
I know. What are they waiting for? They could have taken him on right then and there.
That's what I think. I think Alice should have grabbed her and just, like, protected her while the other ones just fought. Like, I really think that they could have handled it. Just be like, that would be the book right there. Like, honestly.
True. But at the same time, then there's no actual good ending to the book.
Yeah. So they're still trying to figure it out. They pull over for a little bit. And they basically say if this turns into the fight, the leader will go with them too. The female, she's with them. Like, it's just going to be an all-out brawl.
It's going to be a bloodbath.
Edward is like, there is no other option. Like, they basically, they're trying to figure out, so they want to get Bella to Phoenix. They're trying to get the tracker by himself. Like, kind of, get him alone, and then they're just gonna, like, take him out, basically. So Bella is going to,
got to go home to Chuck, break the news that she's taken off.
She's going to go to Charlie and say, I'm going back to Phoenix. I hate it in Forks. Basically, like, kind of lie just so that...
yeah, totally ruin Chuck's day.
That's why, because she doesn't want to just, like, leave, and then it's like, Edward, like, you know what I mean, like, where's Bella, that type of thing. Like, there's, like, because they're going to call the FBI on her, you know, like, on the family, because they have no idea where Bella is. So
Last person they were with, yeah, she goes missing. Yeah, totally suspicious.
Exactly. So it makes sense. And so Edward says, you're leaving tonight, whether the tracker sees or not. You tell Charlie that you can't stand another minute in Forks. Tell him whatever story works. Pack the first things your hands touch. And
you have 15 minutes.
Get into a truck. Yeah, 15 minutes. Do you hear me? 15 minutes from the time you cross the doorstep.
Dun, dun, dun.
So they head back to the house. And they say, this is how it's going to happen. When we get to the house, if the tracker is not there, I will walk her to the door. Then she has 15 minutes. Emmett, you take the outside of the house. Alice, you get the truck. I'll be inside as long as she is. After she's out, you two can take the Jeep home and tell Carlisle. And Emmett's like, no, I'm totally with you.
He doesn't want to pass up the fight.
I know. Emmett is, like, raring to fight, dude. Like,
let's go. Let's do it. This is way better than a bear.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's ever fought with another vampire. I wonder if any of them have ever fought another vampire.
I don't know. They haven't said anything.
They know how to kill each other. Oh, he never told her that. That's right.
He never said. We still don't know how they can kill.
We're gonna discover the stakes, dude. Here comes the wooden stake.
Wooden stakes.
Burn the witch. No, burn the vampire. Just garlic bombs out the wazoo.
Yeah. So they want to go to Phoenix, and they're like, well, what are you gonna do in Phoenix? And like, stay indoors. Emmett says, I kind of like it. He's like, shut up, Emmett. Look, if we try to take him down while he's still around, there's a much better chance that someone will get hurt. She'll get hurt, or you will, trying to protect her. Now, if we get him alone, he trailed off with a slow smile. I was right. And
they're ready to go. They're ready to escalate this and turn this into a murder.
Like,
they want to draw first blood.
We read through this chapter so much quicker than the other one. I don't know why, because I feel like this chapter was like more intense. But...
Well, it was just the game, like the end of the game, because you immediately just start talking to the new vampires, and then it's the vampires leaving the baseball field, and then it's just this little talk in the car. So there's not that much. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot. It was just, big details. That's all it was. Not tons of little details.
What I don't understand is, why did they have to go to Phoenix? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why can't...
she just wants to run away and go somewhere that's familiar to her. That's just the first place that popped up in her head.
They could just go to Seattle.
Or they could have gone to some weird island. They have money, right? They could have gone somewhere tropical.
I'm trying to figure out... I'm trying to figure out their plan. Like, I get you... Like, I get the whole, like, the tracker is going to go and take off and go and... You know what I mean? Go after Bella. Like, okay, I get that. I get that part.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But you don't have to go, like,
super
4
far
states away to do that. You know what I mean? Like,
but they're in panic mode. They didn't, like, establish a plan before of what to do. Like, worst case scenario, if this guy tries to kill Bella, what are we going to do? They didn't do that at all for some reason. I don't know why they didn't. They should have had that plan a long time ago. But at the same time, they're just making do with what they can come up with on the tip of their hat. I don't know, tip of their tongue. What's the proper phrase? By the seat of their pants. They're flying by the seat of their pants right now. Yeah. And that's all they can come up with is just going to hometown. But are they even going to go there? Is that the actual plan? They're going to go to Phoenix?
It's what it sounds like. It sounds like
I don't think they're going to get there. I think they're just going to start fighting with the dude like just outside of Charlie's house.
Oh, really?
For sure. I mean, if the tracker really wants to fight, he can outrun a car, man. I don't see why he wouldn't just attack. It makes no sense for him to just constantly run behind a car.
Well, it sounds like Jasper and Alice were going to take Bella to Phoenix. And he's like, and Edward is like, he wants to go with Bella, obviously.
Right, but he can't.
But Bella's like saying like, oh, you need to hang out here for a week. That
way it's not suspicious for Chuck.
Yeah, that way Charlie's like, he's, obviously didn't kidnap you. And lead James on a wild goose chase. Make sure he's completely off my tail. Then come up and meet me. Take a roundabout route, of course. So, like, I get their plan. I feel like you could just go to somewhere closer. I don't know.
Could go into some, like, bunker that they've built or bought. Just lock yourself in it.
But maybe...
Pour ammonia everywhere. That way you can lose the scent.
Maybe Phoenix isn't super far away to them. You know what I mean? Like, they could probably run there and get there pretty... I don't know how fast they can.
But Bella
run.
still has to get... It's still going to take a day for Bella to get there.
Yeah.
At least 12 hours. I mean, speeding, going 130. If there was best case scenario, no stops made, yeah, they could probably get there in like 6 hours? 8 hours, maybe?
Yeah. It's probably not that long of a flight.
Oh, if they were going to fly?
I don't know.
This is true. Flying would probably be way better. They could probably just fly there, huh? They could lose the scent if they took a plane. What the heck? Shoot. Why don't they just do that? They could fly to the Bahamas. They'd be done with it.
That's kind of true, because if she goes into a plane, they seal off and they go in the air. I don't think he'd track that.
Yeah, he's probably not that smart. He's an old dude, but he's probably not that smart. Especially since he doesn't hang out with like humans anymore. He doesn't know how to like find an old flight. He doesn't have a smartphone. They didn't have Google back then. Yeah, these people are dumb. Why did they just get on a plane? Shoot.
I thought that's what they were doing.
Was it though? I thought they were
what
going to drive.
Apparently they're going to drive.
I'm pretty sure they were going to drive.
Oh, maybe that's
What a bunch
why.
of dummies.
Maybe that's why they want to drive. Because if her scent goes away from the town, then he'll follow the scent and he won't just like stick around at Charlie's house. You know what I mean? Because that's where the scent is going to be. Because if he can't follow a scent anywhere, like she takes a plane or something, he's just going to go where her scent is. And her scent is at Charlie's house.
And then he's going to kill Charlie.
Probably. But then you could just corner him there. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see where this goes. I'm honestly like, if this turns out into a full out brawl and stuff, like this is going to get good. Like I'm pretty like
it's going to. It's going to have to.
Like we've been waiting for this, Eric. We have been like waiting for this for 16 chapters, dude.
I'm sorry, but I'm not as excited as you are.
It's been such a long book. We're finally getting into something. I don't know.
Right? Nah, it's gonna go down. If not in the next chapter, the chapter after that. Because let's see. If I go off of just logic of what Stephanie Meyer does, she takes a lot of time developing small details. So when she's saying, let's see, they're already at Charlie's house basically. So she's gonna go in the house next chapter, and she's just gonna say bye to Charlie or whatever, and gonna make him get all freaked out and super sad and apologetic or whatever. Be like, I'm sorry. What did I do? It's my fault. I'll be better. And then like break his heart. And then they're probably going to talk about it a little bit in the car. And then her cliffhanger is going to be like, we saw him. He's been there the whole time. He was waiting for us. And then that's going to be the end of that next chapter. I guarantee it. I'm putting money on it.
Putting money on it. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to put it on our Patreon. I'm going to put money on it.
So there's 24 chapters in an epilogue. So we're so close.
Wait, this has 24 chapters?
I think so.
We are getting there, huh?
And an epilogue? So yeah, we're really close. All right.
Oh,
well,
boy.
I think that does it for these two chapters. I don't know. Super intense. Obviously, if there would have been like a little bit of a fight, it would have been more intense. It would have been sweet, but right? I'll take it. I'll take it. I will totally. I shouldn't complain, dude. We actually like got something finally, so I shouldn't complain about that. I should just take the good in.
Just accept it. Just like it. Embrace the good.
So, if you like that, make sure to leave a review, rating on iTunes, please. I still don't. So we're on Spotify now, and Spotify, man, you listeners are rocking it, dude. Like, there's a lot of listeners over on Spotify. I'm really it's crazy. It almost catches up to Apple, like iTunes, dude.
Oh, dang. Holy cow. Yeah. And it just got up like not even 2 episodes ago?
Probably like 2 episodes ago.
Nice. Spotify rocks then.
There's no way to leave a comment or review on Spotify though, which is super
That's probably
stupid.
Why. There's no negative feedback.
That's true. But yeah, on
everybody's
iTunes,
5 stars.
iTunes, leave a 5-star rating and review. That would be awesome. Make sure to follow us on our Facebook page, Twilight Noobs. I have a Twitter at noob_Jason. I got a couple followers over there now since I started this, so that's pretty cool. I'll try to tweet more, but man, Twitter is hard for me.
What are you gonna tweet?
I don't know. How about
is there a Team Jacob? Hold on. Before we end this real quick, how is there even a Team Jacob? Jacob has appeared like 3 times in the book, and nothing was ever like, oh my gosh, he's so cute.
Maybe
he's not ever hitting on her.
Fights at the end. I don't know. There's 3 other books too, so I don't know.
Oh, true. Well, I thought it was all about this one though.
I have no idea.
I don't see all the hype about Jacob yet. This is weird.
Yeah, hopefully he gets brought in more. We'll see.
You want that? You want that in your life?
He might be better than Edward. I don't know yet.
All right.
Let's see. Oh, we have a Patreon now.
That's right. I was trying to throw that in subtly.
Yep, got that finally set up. So if you want to support us by donating something, that way we can get better mics, better equipment, or if you want us just to be able to DoorDash, get some food.
There you go. Supply us with Taco Bell.
Postmates or whatever. I don't know. There's lots of different of those services. So I don't know.
Uber.
I want pizza, dude.
There you go.
Yeah, come on. But
yeah, you work out, you earned it. Cheat day. Cheat day every day.
Cheat day every day.
Provided to you by Patreon.
Yeah, we just hope
Thank you guys for listening, by the way. I appreciate it. I didn't even think this podcast would get any viewers besides, like, family and friends or whatever, but none of my family said anything about it. Apparently, it's a bunch of strangers that I've never heard of, so thank you guys for listening. Thanks for not wasting my time by reading Twilight and torturing me and making me feel like less of a man. It's been worth it.
It's been worth it. Because of you.
We're getting somewhere. Because of viewers like you.
Thank you. And, all right, that's going to do it. So we'll see you next week for chapters 19 and 20. This has been Twilight Noobs. I'm Jason.
Hold on to your butts. I'm Eric.
And there's a tracker on your tail. Run, 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 run!
No. Do the Edward, like, wisp. Do the thing.
Oh.
Dude, are you kidding me? No, just sign off. It's so bad.